Welcome to the Mike and You podcast. This is your boy, Big Frenchie, aka the Mike 816 on Twitter, the Mike 816 on Instagram, the Mike 816 on Snapchat, the Mike 816 on Facebook, the Mike 816 on Spill. Shout out to the Aura.
Shout out to the Aura.
And more importantly, the Mike 816 on Blue Sky, baby. Hit me up. I'm with my main man.
That is IMUIN on KC. Oh, wait, whatever. IMUINKC on X. There we go. What it do?
Unfortunately, we starting off with some sad news.
Man, it's some of the worst stuff ever.
Last Wednesday night, a show favorite and one of the Mike's closest friends. If y'all been listening to the show, y'all heard her call, or y'all heard you read her text. Love of a Libra passed away.
Yeah.
Prayers out to her family and friends.
I wasn't able to make a funeral like I wanted to.
That will be this week. I'm on the program. The family asked me to speak a few words. So
yeah, that's hold on. Is that today?
No.
Why did I think that was this week?
It's Friday. It's coming Friday.
I thought it was yesterday.
No,
okay.
It's this coming week.
I might be able to get there.
This coming week. I know a few of the close Twitter friends that we always have an outing. They gonna some gonna do the wake and some gonna stay for the funeral.
Yeah, I don't get to do all the outings like I want to because, but Love of a Libra was always, Michelle was always, she was always trying to get people together. Like, that was her thing.
And she loved the community, man. She did a lot of community work.
She did.
She didn't brag about it or, publicize it enough, in my opinion.
No,
when they have programs.
When you say that, it makes it seem like she didn't. From my aspect, it makes it seem like she didn't advertise. But what he's saying is she didn't
gloat about it.
That's it. She didn't gloat about it. She wasn't like prideful in her doing it. She just stayed quiet and kept it moving. Like, she's a solid human being. And the thing about it is I go run to the top spot every so often, and I see her up there.
What you doing at the liquor store?
Man, the liquor store.
When I ate pork, they had the best polar sausages.
They still do, bro. But it's easy. I go there because
I think more people
work at night, and instead of me going to Taco Bell, Wendy's all the time, it's just easy to go there because my break is at like 10:30 or 10 o'clock. Most places close by then, and it's like,
you don't want no processed food like that.
I'm not going to
Taco Bell.
I'm not going to Chinese food. The China, what's the name down the street from your boy, from your place, Shady Lady.
China Feast.
Yeah, that's it, China Feast. Like, I'm not going all there all the time. So sometimes Top Spot is on the radar. And so
I think more people go there for the food instead of the liquor.
Nah, they go there for the liquor.
Only the winos.
I see her there at least once a month, maybe. Once a month. And she the one called me out first. She's like, oh, there he is. I was like, okay. So I look for her every time then. So, man, sucks.
It's kind of hard to move on from that.
I thought you was gonna bring it up at the end because it's a cloud now. I don't want to say it like this, but that's like, it brings me back to President Lincoln. But whatever, it's all good.
All right, let's.
I hate that, but
we still have a show to do,
obviously. And we
just wanted to give our respects and love and condolences to the family.
As a show, we have to do that.
Yes, because she called throughout the years.
She supported us for
and
real.
And she texted us. But 816-654-6883 is the number. And a lighter sad note. This
There's
is
another one.
this is the last show till April.
Yeah, for a while. Yeah.
Less breaking news happened. I'm like major breaking news.
Like Myles Garrett getting traded.
Even
I
Chris
f-
Jones
I,
getting
I
traded
feel like that's gonna happen.
with the new coordinator. I mean,
I
with
feel
Todd
like
Monken.
I feel like that's. I feel like he
Why?
gonna force a trade. Like I feel like
He shouldn't have signed that contract. But
here's
I would have signed it too.
here's the thing about that. You remember when I said the same thing about Deshaun Watson?
See, that's just in Spanish.
You get the bag first. Secure the bag first. You work on a trade later. Because it's not like the NBA. We understand that. We all get that. However, if you get the bag first, you don't have to worry about the situation. But I will say this: if you force a trade, they're forced to give you a new contract anyway, i.e., Michael Parsons, i.e.,
Saquon.
L'Jarius
No.
Sneed, Saquon.
No.
Same kind, similar situation, but not exactly.
Nah,
But
he left as a free agent.
yeah, he did, didn't he? That's true. But L'Jarius
Christian
Sneed,
McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey, and you agree to the terms before you sign, before the trade is finalized. But if you don't want to wait for that, secure the bag. Get your money, because if a team wants you,
They're gonna get you.
They're gonna figure out all the logistics of it. So,
and we already know NFL money is funny money.
That's why I'm sitting here like, everybody's tripping about the Chiefs being 50 million over the cap.
I just read this morning.
What's up?
On Twitter.
Twitter.
So you take it with a grain of salt.
X.
I heard they move Mahomes' base salary to bonus. They say $40 million.
That's easy dealings right there. That's the simple part. You still got Chris Jones that you could restructure. Now that would make him possibly a Chief for life. But then again, it would also make his dealings palatable if he plans to play longer than 5 years. The contract was bad, in my opinion. You remember when I was saying you should probably trade him?
Yeah. I heard people, they said,
no, I'm
rumored.
I'm talking about when he was asking for that extension. And
he sat out.
Yeah, okay. You
did.
Because I was like,
I remember some things, bro.
He's more. I don't sometimes.
I said some. I didn't say all.
I don't. So it's like I have to remind myself, but because I don't even remember making my thoughts on that public, because it was a very controversial take at the time. That no, we need Chris Jones. You're not getting a first rounder for him, but you might. But because in the Mike's words, there's a sucker born every day.
It is.
So if you could get 2 second rounders for him, you could. That's good cap space right there, and you're rebuilding the same way you did in 2022. Except this is worse because you now have a top 10 pick. So I would be okay with starting over on that line, and especially, I don't know. I can't call it. I don't know what is on the table for the Chiefs as far as that's concerned.
Do we have any voicemails or
we have voicemails.
Text messages?
Got 3 of them.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Super Bowl real quick.
Let's do it.
I think the game was closer than the score indicated, and the things. And when I mean close, the first half was really close, 9-0. But the Patriots just didn't make no plays on the offense. They didn't do no adjustments, but they were still in the game in the first half.
They were still in the game for 3 quarters.
After they scored the 12, we was all in agreement on the text message. Me, you, and Mo Horton. He said his government name, bro.
Nobody else should know his government name like that, but you make sure they do. But whatever.
This is all this one, Mo Horton. Call it from the dirty South.
Yesterday's text sent me, bro. I was driving. I almost had to pull over. This bro said, "Yo, uncle, Oh,
let's talk about that.
that's hilarious, bro. I was dying. I was like, hold on, what? Hilarious. Anyway,
Let's talk about that since that's right there. We'll go back to the Super Bowl. I didn't know Ray Horton and Steve Wilkes was in the lawsuit. That's what Steve Wilkes should be.
Steve Wilkes.
But I didn't know Ray Horton was. I didn't even know Steve Wilkes was, but he should have been in that Brian Flores lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And they moving on with it. So
yeah,
that's they should.
The lawsuit is necessary. Like, they've been screwing them dudes over. And were there any black coaches hired this?
No, not this go round.
I mean,
people
POCs, yes. I get that.
We all think Robert's alive black because I thought it. Timo Horton said he's not black.
Oh.
But he's black to everybody else.
He's tan.
He's caramel like Big Frenchie. Caramel.
Something is wrong with you.
I was dropped on my head as a baby, bro.
Something.
Uncle Charles dropped me on my head, bro. He threw me up and just walked away.
Oh, yeah. You hit the ground for sure. But yeah, there was no African American descent coaches. The Mike equals greatness.
Uncle Wayne, what's up?
Glad the Seahawks whoop the trash hits.
Don't do that. That's why your ass stuck at work now.
But anyway,
why you hating on me, Unc?
The Rooney Rule. It ain't what it used to be. I don't feel it's what it used to be, and there's no retribution. There is no punishment. Like, and you can't prove it anyway. Like, you can't prove as long as you interview an African American person, an Indian person, or whatever.
But
a POC.
But you know they hire their janitor.
Of course.
I mean, interviewing their janitor.
Or they bring in Steve Wilkes and say, "Oh yeah, how would you like to get the job?" or whatever, and knowing they ain't gonna give it to him.
Well,
Steve Wilkes Steve Wilkes has been the scapegoat.
Listen,
for a lot of these things.
Him and
I hate
that. Hugh Jackson. Him and Hugh Jackson.
Snap. Hugh Jackson is a name I haven't heard in a long time. Wow.
And Ron Rivera, even though he's not black.
Get
that's your boy. Stop it.
That dude out of here.
I was talking to one of my coworkers. I call him Big Bro Damon. Yesterday at the part-time job, and he was asking me. I sent him the same thing I sent you guys about that.
Mo Harden's uncle?
Yeah. Quit saying that man government name, bro. They should know it. Oh, no. Is Mo Harden in the comments? Or he must be working.
I think he working, bro.
Actually doing some work this time, so they're looking at us.
Anyway.
He said the NFL is racist. I was like, there's 32 of them. But then I said, well, maybe Sasha Khan ain't. Chad Khan. I don't think he's racist. He's cheap, but he ain't racist. Then I said, Clark is. He was like, you think Clark? Because he's a diehard Chiefs fan. I said, he got rid of Marcus Peterson with the quickness.
Listen, there's a lot of things that go into being an NFL owner, which is why Magic Irvin Johnson is part owner, which is why certain people are part owners. Like they said in that movie, you can't just be any geek off the street. Got to be handy with.
Okay, Warren G.
Handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Regulators.
Oh, stop. That's a movie, though. But
it was a clear light. Did you see the Bad Rabbit halftime show?
Don't get me. First of all, don't get me started on regulators. It was a clear black. Orange juice on the street. Anyway, stop.
This is not karaoke with the mic.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, you taking me out every time you do this. You take me
You're
out.
talking about owners, not racist with Magic Johnson.
There's only 32 of them. Okay, and then you got your part owners, whatever. That NFL club is like super exclusive for whatever reason. You don't know who the soccer club's owners are because they mega rich. Well, I mean, they're NFL's mega rich too. But you could be part owner of the Rockets or basketball squad. It's different with the NFL. They're their own club within a club. And then there's clubs within that club. It's weird. It's an odd thing to me. I'm like, I'm a billionaire. I might not have as much as you guys, but you ain't about to sit here and
discredit my billions.
My billions for sure. Like
I got
know,
3 billion.
I know the Cincinnati Bengals owner, whose name escapes me.
Paul Brown.
Yeah, the Browns.
I almost said Judge Joe Brown.
The Browns ain't balling like, I guess, Arthur Blank and
you mean the Bengals owners?
Bengals. That's what I meant. That's who I meant.
Their name is Paul Brown though.
Oh, okay. They ain't balling like Atlanta and even Kansas City now, but like Kansas City 15 years ago, Clark Hunt was not running in them circles, in the inner circles of the NFL with Jerry Jones, Arthur Blank,
Kraft,
and even Miami's owner.
Ross.
Yeah, Stephen Ross. Like he wasn't running in them
circles. Even with Cronkite.
He was running in them circles, but there's like a inner workings of the NFL, like the foundational owners or whatever. Now because of Pat Mahomes, I'm acting like I know about this stuff, but I've heard about it. And there's an inner circle, and if there's things brought up in that inner circle, yeah, things probably gonna get changed. So it's just weird, man.
Because even Belichick kind of leaked it out.
What?
Because he was in there. That's how that Brian Flores stuff.
He
purposely congratulated the wrong Brian.
He did that. Oh,
I said purposely.
You did, but I don't think you put enough. I don't think you put enough oomph on it.
Okay,
that
he did it purposely. Is that better?
He screwed the NFL for sure, and I think they'll figure it out. I don't think it'll do as much damage as Belichick wanted.
It did though. It brought the light to it.
To be real, that's why he ain't that's why he ain't get into the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yet.
But still,
and they might screw him moving forward, bro.
They got the backlash out. They're gonna refuse because Goodell them already said they're gonna start removing voters.
Good. Yeah, they did.
You know, they said that. You know, you gotta keep it.
It's messed up. It's wrong.
That's what amazes me about the NBA one. They keep it. Whether a lot of people they didn't like Dennis Rodman.
Everybody get in.
But they made sure he got in first ballot because his actions did it. His impact. Let's go back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, back to the Super Bowl.
Big Fish and I was disagreeing. He was like, the Patriots weren't even in it when it was 0-0. They was in it, bro. The first half. The offense didn't make plays. They didn't adjust.
The second quarter did not sit well with me for the Patriots. Like, it didn't sit well with me.
Their defense showed up, but their offense didn't.
They were going to lose the game in the second quarter. Like, I was like, the Patriots, what is Josh McDaniels doing? Is he not trusting in Drake May? Because if it was Tom Brady, he would have there was no throwing the ball downfield.
Then if you know
Stephon Diggs was nowhere to be found.
If you know he's getting pressure and hit every time he's under the center.
1, 2, 3. Bang.
Why are you having him under the center? You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
and you
opposite of brother-in-law Tim's philosophy.
Yeah, you
like
some
things aren't working, you got to go to the other thing.
And you and Mo Horton was texting the plays out for the Patriots before they even ran them.
Ah,
Y'all said it was too predictable, which it was.
so
And
stupid. And it's not something I would expect of Josh McDaniels.
like after
There
12-0,
there was nothing of any. I thought they hired Matt Nagy as maybe an assistant or something. That was just horrible.
but the defense showed up. The offense was and what I don't like that we do as fans is we are grading Drake May regular season, because that's what the MVP is based on, regular season,
off of postseason success.
off postseason success.
Absolutely, that's true. That's true. I'm not, but that's true.
And one thing I noticed that a lot of people, they had a cupcake schedule. The thing is, they play 4 to 5 best defenses in the postseason. The Chargers was at number 5 at the time. Houston was what, 1? Or was it Denver at first?
1.
They was 2 or 3.
Okay, you talking about super early in the season?
No, well, I'm just saying. They was ranked.
Oh, the defense was. I think Houston was 1. I think Houston was 1. I thought you were talking about the team.
No, not the team, just defenses.
Yeah, defense.
So Chargers was 5, Houston was 1, Denver was what, 2 or 3? Something like that. Then Chargers was,
Denver was 2 or 3 because they stayed top 5 all season. Yeah,
and right. Then the Seahawks was between 4 and 5 at the time, and they was the left one, so they was number 1 when they played them. So they played 4 of the top 5 defense in the postseason. It exposed the weakness of the rookie side, Campbell and Wilson. They need to have Campbell and Wilson in the weight room, then work on their techniques.
Campbell,
they got ate up by them top 4 defenses in the postseason.
I thought Campbell was good enough to get past the short arms thing. No, they took advantage of that, man.
Yes.
They took advantage of that, man. And that could be a liability moving forward. And I wonder about that. Because
now you probably have to put a tight end on that side to help.
But then that limits your offense, because now you got a guy blocking, even for a second, that should be your easy outlet. You know,
George
what I mean?
Kittle.
Yeah, anybody. And so I don't know what they do, because they spent the top 10. Hold on,
he was a top 10 pick.
Was he? Yeah, he was a top 10 pick, and so
he was like 2 or 3 when they drafted him last year.
I don't know this year. I don't know what you do for that. I don't know what you do for that. That's a lot.
He got to learn new techniques, and to me, beef up a little in the weight room.
That ain't gonna do nothing for them short arms.
I know.
I didn't realize, like, they said his arms were short, but you saw it in that game. Like, well, yeah.
Seattle, they adjusted on the offensive side.
Not only that, it reminded me of the Bucs Super Bowl.
Against who?
I don't even remember.
Oh, when they beat the Raiders.
Yeah, they whooped the Raiders. This is what the whole Super Bowl reminded me of. That defense was stifling, and it didn't feel like the Seahawks were in control the whole game. But they figured out how to get control real quick. And Sam Darnold did more than not turn the ball over. Yes. He did his thing. He figured it out. And then once Drake May threw that interception, it was over.
Then the Patriots didn't tackle for some reason. They had Darnold in their grasp. They had Walker in their grasp. And just
I'm happy for Walker too.
Kenneth Walker IV.
The third.
Oh.
I've always thought Kenneth Walker was good, but they had, if I'm not mistaken, they drafted a running back. I thought they were going to move off of him, to be honest. And he's not going to be a Seahawk next year, possibly.
No, he's getting that bag.
His contract's up.
He's getting that bag.
From Seattle?
I don't know.
See,
They about to be up for sale.
Yeah, the Seahawks. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. I don't know why you would do something like that though.
Paul Allen just tired, bro.
Uh,
About to make another probably $20 billion off this sale.
yeah, I know, but I thought that'd be something you
Want to pass down?
Yeah, I just thought that was something you'd want to pass down because 32 owners. You don't. I mean,
So,
I just thought
$20
because
billion right
I'm
now.
letting you know, Clark Hunt ain't selling the Chiefs. It's not happening.
Oh God, I hope he don't leave it to Gracie. I hope
Him
he got
and
a son. He got a son.
Him and Tavia leaving it to Gracie. Yes, they leaving it to Gracie. I think they got us 2 daughters and a son.
Give it to the son. Don't give it to Gracie.
Why would you not give it to Gracie? She the one. She the one moving the brand forward.
Only fans. I meant only for fans. For only fans. Just we don't edit nothing around here. I said what I said. Hit me up, baby. 816.
Oh,
I'm not a 2-year-old.
That's not cool. That ain't.
But anyway,
That's not cool.
the whole website gonna be her in bikinis.
Okay, it's gonna be an Instagram post. This could have been an Instagram post. But
I own the Chiefs, and it's gonna be a pink bikini
with red sequins. Anyway, stop.
Ain't the only thing I read.
Anyway, Seahawks essentially weren't in control until like the third quarter. And then once Drake made through the interception, I knew it was over at that point. But question, how will do you think this will affect the draft specifically? Because I don't want to say this. I feel like the defense was good enough to be Legion of Boom-esque, but I don't think they were that great. They might have been that great in these playoffs in that game and even partly the season, but it wasn't like the Legion of Boom was.
The formula
was there
for the last 2 years.
Great point.
Get your front four together.
Yeah.
Get pressure. If you get pressure, you can drop back.
Don't get me started on that.
No, I'm just saying.
I completely agree.
So maybe the shift is turning back to the defense.
That's my question. Because here's two things that I will say. That's what got the Denver Broncos to the point where they were. They fixed the defensive line and they fixed the offensive line first. They'll figure out the quarterback later. But those two things you got to figure out. And
I think more teams.
Also the downfall of the Chiefs. Both of those lines were atrocious this year.
So here's the thing. I think going forward for the league, if I'm a GM, I'm building the front four defense to get the pressure, line players if I have to, and draft. And I'm getting another running back. I'm doing a 2-head running back.
But there's ebbs and flow to it. I will say that. There's ebbs and flow to a lot of things. And by the by, that's what if I do believe that the Denver Broncos, the Tampa Bay Bucks should have done the same thing. They should have worked on both lines.
Because they had a very good line. They had a great line when Tom Brady was there when it was Vita Vea, 2 fingers. All right, it's 4 fingers. No, 3 fingers. What did he blow off, his thumb or his finger? Jason Pierre-Paul, I'm talking about.
But they had a bunch of people there.
Then they still had Sue there, clogging up the middle towards the tail end of his career, but he was still clogging up the middle. Then you had good linebacker with Devontae David. You know what I mean?
Listen, Tom Brady did what he needed to do, and he got the guys there to get it done. Offensive line protect, defensive line go after it. Again, there's ebbs and flows with it because you do have to make a decision that's best for your team. But at some point, you got to realize, this is you win and lose on that front line. You win and lose on that front line, and we saw it crumble with the Chiefs. We saw it also crumble for a lot of other teams.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Saquon couldn't run for real.
Yeah.
Then the play calling kind of hurt them.
Don't even get me started on the play calling for both those teams. I don't know what that was about.
The Niners looked different when they didn't have Trent Williams versus when they did have Trent Williams.
At 36, 37, 38 years old, the man still is no. No wonder he asking for the money.
He's still top 5.
He's no wonder. No wonder. I get it. But I wouldn't pay for it. I mean,
me neither.
I get it, but I wouldn't pay for it.
And everybody needs one shutdown corner.
It's hard to do. There are not 32 shutdown corners in the world, I believe. I don't think there are. I just don't. There are.
You think Travis Hunter won?
No.
Mo Harden thinks so.
I
saw his tweet.
I saw that too. I don't think he's that. I think he could be that
in about 3 years.
Do I think he could be that next year? Possibly, but he can't play both sides of the ball. You can't.
Not in NFL.
You're looking at too many things on offense and defense, and he thinks he can do it. He can't.
They didn't even do Dion like that every play. You know what I mean?
He can't do it. And I think, 2 years, after 2 years, I would hope he would reconsider himself and then just stick to one. He can make more money as a receiver, but he can make money and be legendary
as a cornerback.
Yeah, first of all, and I don't say that because of
can he run NFL routes?
I don't say that because I see him in the skill set. What I'm saying is because if he locks down and chooses the cornerback, wide receivers, there have always been great wide receivers in the league. Like the waiting list to get into the Hall of Fame, super long. Cornerbacks, you up there, you getting in first ballot. It's happening. And
very much.
And believe it or not, these are things you need to be thinking about now. So you don't have to worry about it later. So you have to be like Shady McCoy out here trying to talk his way into the Hall of Fame. What's the other Eagle? Donovan McNabb trying to talk his way into the Hall. Bro, you're not there. You don't belong there.
I think the Patriots need to lock up Gonzo.
It's gonna happen.
I'm talking about right now.
If they don't.
I would have locked him up after the Super Bowl loss.
That's what? This would be his third year?
Yes, I believe.
Coming up?
Yeah. Him and Drake May was the same class. So yeah, third year.
This will be his third year. I don't think you can lock him up right now. You can sign him to a futures deal, I guess. I don't know the ins and outs of that.
You can't let that man
go
away.
That dude is a beast.
Because everybody gonna throw money at him.
I do not believe they'll let him get after this coming season coming up, which is to be his third year. After the third year, I think you can start negotiating. And I do, as long as even if he takes a step downward next year, he's still hands and shoulders, arms
above about 27 more teams.
Yeah, man, that dude is good.
Let's talk about
what's a question real quick. During the Super Bowl for the Seahawks, we talked about the defense.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Legion of Boom like none other. So much so I feel like Russell Wilson got overshadowed a lot in that Super Bowl.
He did.
I don't even remember the Tyler Lockett.
What's the other wide receiver?
Thank you. Precisely my point. I thought I was just me because I have a bad memory. And I know a lot of football fans do remember the guys on that team. But to be real, was that defense so stifling? Was it legendary? They had a legendary performance. Understood. But are they good enough to do it again? That's number one, because the Seahawks did go back. Number two, are they the type of defense to get a nickname? Is the question I have for you.
They did have a nickname.
What was the nickname?
For this year's?
Yes. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. It's not something I'm going to remember.
Hold on.
I don't.
Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Curse, Percy Harvin, and Ricardo
Oh, snap!
Lockett.
I forgot
That was the wide receivers for Russell Wilson Super Bowls.
about Percy. In my mind, I always see Percy Harvin with the Vikings helmet. Like it just is just. Oh, I got that.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
It is
Dark
Dark
side.
Side.
Dark side.
Maybe you did the Batman reference and then think
Yeah,
I
I do
knew about
remember
it.
that. I do remember that. It
The
was.
Dark Side.
It's fine.
But anywho,
I get it. It's fine.
let's go ahead and go to the voicemails. Cause I figured Big Fish gonna call and say the Patriots were never in here. It was a blowout. It wasn't no blowout, bro.
It was a blowout at the third quarter. That's when it started to get out of hand. But anyway, here we go.
Michael, you listen to R here. Super Bowl's about over 2 minutes, 21 seconds. Seattle has just prevented New England from breaking the record of Pittsburgh or getting seven Super Bowls. Thank God they didn't do it. New England shouldn't have really been in this game. It should have been the Broncos. But, Sean Payton being the GOAT, the Bama of the week, went for it on 4th and 1 instead of kicking the field goal to go up 10-0. They decided just to be the Bama of the week and go for it, and then they didn't make it. It ended up costing Denver 3 points, which cost Denver the game, which put New England here in the Super Bowl. Drake May is in over his head in this game. It's just not looking good. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm being honest. This has probably been one of the worst Super Bowls. I don't know what it is about this particular game, but it's probably been one of the worst Super Bowls. I don't know what it is. Even Bad Bunny was terrible. And as far as the Hall of Fame, Hines Ward and L.T. Greenwood of the Steelers should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm just not sold on it. But hey, what can I do? What can we do? But congratulations to the five that made it. Drew Brees and Larry Fitzgerald, Steve Largent. So congratulations on those. There was a couple other ones. I don't remember the other ones, but those are the ones I do remember. This is the R. This is the last game of the season. This is it. We're winding down until draft time. Let's make things happen. Steeler Nation. We got a stinking head coach in Mike McCarthy. I'm out. Peace, fellas.
I was wondering what he thought about that.
Yeah, Big Fish, Niner Nation, back to my take. Like I said, the game wasn't even close. Even though the score showed it was a little bit close, the game was actually farther away. Seahawks won the time of possession. The third down conversions was close. The only thing that Patriots did good was they had the forced field goal. Then they had the 35-yard touchdown pass. Other than that, they got handled. The Seahawks absolutely handled it. So Big Mike, when we watch the podcast, I want you to tell me where was they handling them at. Because the game I watched and the stats I took watching the game, there was no handling going on at all. Sam Darnold did not get the MVP like I thought he would. However, he did have a monster game. K-Walk was the dude. I think he deserved to get it. But it was an interesting game. Appreciate the game. Had a good time watching it. Even though it was a slow roll, once the fourth quarter hit, the Seahawks smelled blood. They went ahead and capitalized. So I don't know, and Stephon Diggs. Let me get on him. This see, I told y'all that dude wasn't great. He's all bark and ain't gonna bite nothing. How you got a name like Diggs and you can't never dig your cleats into the field and get space? Only thing you digging in is Cardi B's Sugar Bowl. That's the only thing he digging in.
Oh,
He
boy.
whined when he was in Minnesota. Thought he was the man there.
He did.
Come up small in big games in Minnesota.
He did.
He go to Buffalo, better team than Minnesota at the time, better quarterback. And wine there was a problem there. Now he went to the New England Patriots, got to a Super Bowl, come up small in that game. I believe when he was with the Bills last year, he was with the Bills in a big game, the NFC or the AFC game. He sit up here and had 3 yards. He had 3 catches for 15 yards. And I think in this game he had 3 catches for 27 yards. I can't stand Diggs. He's trash. He's not good. He wouldn't be a good teammate. I wouldn't want to be in the same team with him. He's a bomb. Point blank, period. Diggs don't ever need to open his mouth. Don't need to say nothing. I don't care how many 1,000-yard seasons he's had. He still comes up tiny in big games. 3 yards for 27. He couldn't get space. He couldn't get open. And that's a pattern of his why he yakking his mouth and talking like he's something special. He ain't nothing. Can't stand Big Fish Niner Nation, Big Fish Niner Nation. I'm going to get right to the point, the Super Bowl. Yes, it was a boring Super Bowl, but I kind of liked it. Finally, we got to see defense, a defensive Super Bowl, not a bunch of points. Even though I knew the Seahawks would overtake the Patriots, knew the Patriots didn't have enough, knew that they wouldn't have enough. But I was worried because in the beginning I said that if the game was close, the Patriots would come out on top. So let's get to the takes. Big Mike, you claim that the Patriots was handling the Seahawks. Big Mike and I was texting throughout the game. No way, no form, no how, no fashion was the Patriots ever handling the Seahawks. The only thing the Patriots handed the Seahawks was the football in the turnovers. Drake May, I know he's a rookie, played good, he got him there, he'll learn a lot from this, but he struggled against pressure, and he had 3 turnovers that cost him huge. So the Patriots was never handling the Seahawks. I don't know what game you was watching, but they was never handling the Seahawks at all. Even when the score was 0-0, the Seahawks was still winning the game. They had momentum, they had the physicality, they had everything they needed to handle them Patriots. Total yards, I think it was 335 Seahawks, 331 Patriots. So the score actually was closer than what the games showed. The game was the score doesn't implement the momentum and what we watched in that game. The Patriots passing yards. Patriots threw for 252. The Seahawks only threw for 194. And here's a reason why that is. Because they knew they had K-Walk. They had K-Walk. And he K-walked all over the field when it came to the Patriots defense. Nobody could handle him. Nobody could contain him. Passing yards went down because they started running the ball, which is what great coaching is. If you got a weapon nobody wants to see, that's when you give it to him. K-Walk was a rock welder, and when he walked down the street, everybody else get up out of the way. So that's why they won the passing yards game, because they got K-Walk all up and down the field. Rushing yards, we see that. Seahawks had 141, which I believe 125 of those was Kenneth Walker, I believe, in that game. And so they had 141 rushing yards.
Thanks for calling the Aura, and thanks for calling Big Fish. I didn't even have to say it. The Aura just texted me and said, Big Fish is tripping, which he was. And he the one who brought up Seahawks handling the Patriots. I said, no, it's a close game. Really, it's a defensive game.
Listen,
it's 9-0 at halftime. That was still close.
For me, it was the interception Drake made through. If it was the other way, I would have swung that way too, because it was like it only took that one mess up to swing it completely different. Because here's the thing. Both defenses were holding their own. I think Seattle's was doing a little bit better at it, but just by a little bit. And once they took that interception, it took the wind out of the sails for the New England Patriots, who couldn't figure out how to get past the 50-yard line. They couldn't figure it out. I don't know what that was.
And one thing I said earlier was that the Seahawks, they did something that Josh McDaniels didn't do. Adjust on the offensive side.
Not just adjust at halftime, but adjust
during the
fly.
Game.
Don't even get me started.
So we will be off for
at least a few weeks. At
least
definitely
a month. Unless major breaking news happen, then we will definitely be back.
What kind of breaking news would it take for us to be back? I'm asking.
A major trade.
Like
you said, Myles Garrett,
Kyler Murray. Not really, because we all know he get traded. I don't think there's.
We'd be shocked if he didn't get traded.
I don't think there'll be no. He's get.
No, I said we would be shocked if he didn't.
If he goes to the Dallas Cowboys or something, then I'm like, that's more interesting. Where he goes is more interesting than anything.
Even if Chris Jones gets traded,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, I'm just saying.
For that money, he getting paid. Like, I saw that number. I was like, why?
It's a sucker born every day.
Why would we pay this? He's on a decline of his career. Why would you do this?
So it has to be something major like that for us to come back before the first week, the week before the draft.
I don't think y'all realize how much it takes to do like 20 plus of these things every year. And this is year 10. Man, it's a lot. That's why we take the time off that we take. But we appreciate everybody.
And you got to go on a spring break to Branson.
That's a winter break, and no thank you.
Why? Y'all want to go see Buc-ee's?
I haven't been to Buc-ee's.
Oh, speaking of Buc-ee's, they got the foundation set.
I know. I'm gonna be over there now.
I'm gonna try it there.
I'm gonna be over there, but I like
driving 3 hours for one. Nah, I'm good.
I'm not doing that.
Unless I go to stop at Lambert's the next day.
I don't need to go to Lambert's. Like, Lambert's is cool, but it ain't
what it used to be.
It ain't that.
When I went one time,
the novelty of the throne rolls is kind of where it's at.
Hey, I went one time. They hit somebody in the head with it. I started laughing.
They do that every time.
Right? They have young kids do it.
I think the last time we went was like 7 years ago.
To Lambert's?
Yeah, we went to Sight and Sound Theater as a church, and then we went.
When y'all saw Jonah, I think.
I don't even remember.
I know Shanti went one time to see Jonah.
I think it was. You might be right. But yeah, so we go to Lambert's with the church when we go there. But yeah, man, we taking some time off and seeing what happens.
And we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in throughout the season.
Or absolutely.
And
glad the Seahawks with the trash hits. We already saw that. Anyway, we keep it moving.
NCAA tournament about to start. You got any favorites?
My team's on the bubble, so I don't know.
Missouri?
Yes.
They ain't on the bubble. They be in there.
They gotta win. They gotta win the conference game. At least
one tournament game.
At least.
Okay.
At least. And then maybe we'll see.
KU gonna go?
Really?
I ask you.
The question is,
can they get past the second round?
Will they be a 2 seed or a 5 seed?
That's they should be a 5 seed.
Yeah, I agree. But
technically they should be at 7 or 8 for real.
It depends on
their defense is too inconsistent.
It depends on the Big 12 tournament, I believe.
I think Arizona, Duke, Michigan is the only teams that's really I feel like is a lock for the Final Four.
I think the Final Four, it won't be a bunch of upsets. It will be a bunch of upsets, but it won't be at the end of it all. It'll be the top 3 seeds out of each conference getting in there, out of each division. So
happy Valentine's Day to you all that celebrate it. But love should be every day, not just a reminder one day of the year. The Arbor says, see you all draft time coming up in a couple of months.
Hey, Sometimes we get bored, so I might have some draft stock to
Yeah,
look at.
because sometimes Mo Horton and other people be like, "Hey, do a show.
Do a show,
I need
yeah.
something to watch." Rob, make sure you call in on the voicemail line 816-654-6883 and tell us who you think your Steelers should draft and why you hate the McCarthy signing.
I hate it too. I was gonna text you about that. I just been busy this week, but I was gonna text you about that because I hate it too.
And tell me who you
hate
want
it.
as your quarterback. Do you
And
still want
And they ain't never gonna fire this man.
what, the quarterback?
They ain't never gonna fire him. McCarthy.
Oh.
And he ain't never gonna leave. Like, it's crazy to me.
It's free money for the next 20 years.
He did that on purpose. Can't believe it.
Until next time, be safe, be easy, and remember, fat meat is greasy.
Deuces.